to video number 4 in this little mini series on how to play fiery rumba flamenco guitar. So in this lesson, we're going to talk about how to play a scale with the chords and everything that we've been doing so far. So far what we've done is we've done just the rumba rhythm, really popular with groups like the Gypsy Kings. And then what we did was added melodic notes around those chords. And then we talked about a flamenco technique called riscado, and that was this down, up, down, up, which sounded very cool. And now what we're going to do is we want to be able to have you play some single notes. So we're going to take a look at the A minor scale. The chords A minor, D minor, and E minor belong to the key of A minor. An E major chord, which we're going to talk a little bit more on the upcoming video, doesn't quite belong to the A minor key because it has this note in it. So A minor chords are A minor, D minor, A minor, E minor. But if you want to have the E chord sound really strong and very Spanish, we turn it into a major chord. Adds this note, which leads you to an A note, which is the key that we're in. So it creates this cool leading tone that drives you back into A minor. Without it, it sounds very weak getting back to that A minor chord. If we add it, that's what gives it that really cool Spanish flamenco sound that we love so much. So now the chords gives it that energy to get back. So that's why we use the E chord. We'll talk about how to improvise using that chord later. For now, we're going to talk about A minor, D minor, and E minor, and the scale that you're going to use, which is the A minor scale. Here's how you play the scale. It's actually really simple. 3rd fret, 1st fret, open string. Next string is the same. And because you have 2 E strings, the low E string is the same as the high E string. So that gets rid of 3 strings. We only have 3 left. So how easy is that? Okay, 2 of the other strings, the A string and the D string, we're going to go 3rd fret, 2nd fret. By the way, I'm using my thumb in order to play all those single notes. And the ones in between. We've got 5 strings out of the way, and it was really simple because we only have 2 patterns to memorize. This one and this one. The only thing left is the G string, which we just have these 2 notes. 2nd fret and open string. That's the scale. Now you're wondering, how can I play this fiery and fast, because flamenco and rumba flamenco feels like it should be exciting and so on. So there's ways that we can do that. In order to play quickly, very easily for a new guitar player starting out, we can just pull through the notes. So we call these legatos. They're descending if they're moving down. So I'll play the first note and just pull down to the next note and then pull again to get the open string. And then I'll do that for all the strings. I'm going to go back to the A note because it belongs to the A chord, which brings me to another thing I want to talk about. There is a thing that I call guideline playing. I basically use the notes that are in my chord as my guideline, the notes to pick and to target when that particular chord is happening in the music, or if I want to play over top of that chord. So A minor, I'll take a note that belongs to the A note or the A chord, which could be my high E string, and then I'll pull through notes from there. Then land, if I'm going to stop my progression of single notes, I'll land on a note that belongs to the chord. It sounds like it should be there, and it helps you to improvise and play something that's super cool as opposed to just playing random notes that might not fit with the chords that are going on. So it gives you this really cool knowledge of knowing that when a chord's happening, if you can play a note from the chord, play anything you like from the scale, and then get back to a note of whatever chord is going on, you're in the pocket and you're going to sound great. So I go to D minor next. I might pick this note because it belongs to the D chord, or the D minor chord. creating a solo instrumental rumba flamenco piece. I'm just making it up, but I don't know. What do you think? I thought that sounded pretty cool, and you can do that too. If you play something and you really like it, get a piece of paper out and write down what you did, because we usually forget these cool ideas. Or get your phone, record what you're playing or what you're practicing, because there'll be parts in that bit that you're doing that you go, oh man, that was really cool. I wish I remember what I did, that kind of thing. Happens to us all the time. So that's it. What I want you to do after listening to this lesson is be able to play your chord, use your rumba rhythm, start on a note that belongs to the chord. You'll notice what I'm also doing is I'm using ascending legatos too. So I can pull off to get to a note, but I can also hammer on to get to a note. And this takes a bit of practice if you haven't done it before. Here I'm going to hammer on, pull off, and then pick the note again. So it allows me to play really quick. We practice, right? I'll go to D minor. I could go. Well, it wasn't quite what I was going for. I heard something in my head and it wasn't quite there. Anyways, the idea is use these legatos, use guideline for your playing, and you're going to sound amazing. So that's it for this video lesson. In the next lesson, I want to talk about what to do over this E major chord, which doesn't really belong to the key of A minor, but because we added this leading tone, it's super cool and we use it all the time. We're going to talk about a scale called the A harmonic minor, which introduces that note, and we'll do that in the next lesson. See you soon.